Hey there, it's Jenna from the Intern Hustle. And the videos on this channel about interview questions are super popular, which tells me it's the type of content that you're looking for, and I should make some more to help you out. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to answer, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or sometimes it's asked slightly differently, what are your career goals? As a student, you may still be trying to figure this out for yourself, let alone answering it for an employer during an interview. Well, hit that like button because I have some ideas for how you can answer this question in a way that feels authentic to you and also impresses the employer. And while you're down there hitting that like button, make sure you hit the red button to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified for new videos every single week on this channel. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? I mean, do you feel like you're trying to figure out what life looks like 5 days or 5 weeks from now, let alone 5 years from now? When I look back at my first 5 years as a working professional out of college, I could have never predicted all of the pivots and opportunities. So first of all, understand that it's okay if you're not a fortune teller and you cannot seem to predict your own future. That's okay. Life is full of taking steps into the unknown, especially as a college student or recent grad. The important thing when answering the question of where do you see yourself in 5 years is to show that you're taking your future seriously. And when it comes to this internship, let the employer know that this internship, or maybe even an entry-level job with their company, would be an exciting step in the right direction for you. And then go ahead and give them some context as to why. It's super important that you don't answer this question with, I don't know, or I'm hoping to figure that out during this internship. That doesn't show much interest or intention on your part. And there are plenty of other students who will likely be showing interest in the position that an employer could hire instead of you. Again, it is okay to still be learning and growing and figuring this all out, but an employer wants to see that you've given your future some thought and that you've given this specific opportunity with their company some serious consideration as well. So here are some ways that you can approach answering the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Talk about what you're hoping to learn, or skills that you'd like to develop, or projects that you'd like to be a part of. Companies want to hire people who have a desire to learn and grow. You don't have to get super specific and name the exact role that you'd like to have 5 years from now. Instead, just highlight a couple skills that you want to focus on developing, or a project that excites you. You can always reach out to current and former interns as well as employees at the company, and you can easily find these people on LinkedIn. And reach out and ask them what types of projects they've been a part of. Start there and choose one that sounds the most interesting to you when you're having this conversation during an interview. You can also speak to your alignment with one or some of the company's values. And this is a great way to answer the question, especially if you find yourself struggling to nail down your own career goals at this stage. You bring the focus back to the company. So do your research and identify the company values. You can usually find these on the company's website or on their LinkedIn page. Pick 1 or 2 values that resonate with you the most and incorporate them into your answer. For example, maybe the company promotes a culture that celebrates wins and has fun together, and they also have a big focus on innovation. Then mention how important it is to you that you're contributing to a company that has a people-first culture where coworkers enjoy spending time with each other, and how you have a desire to help a company build out innovative ideas that create real impact. Add your own narrative as appropriate, but think about how you can incorporate the company's values into your answer. You can also help the company envision you as a long-term fit. It is much easier for them to promote within their company than it is for them to hire outside the company, because they don't have to go through the process of onboarding someone from scratch again. So if you do have an interest in working for this company beyond your initial internship period, then be sure that they know how interested you are in learning and becoming a subject matter expert at the company in a certain area, or how you're excited to learn about the various departments at this company during your internship to identify more about your own strengths and how you can best contribute to the company going forward. For example, maybe you have a goal to move into a role in sales or business development. Talk about how you have an interest in learning more about sales operations in order to gain a solid understanding and baseline that you can use to eventually make a smooth transition into a more client-facing role. And as you're wrapping up your answer to this interview question, you can always flip it back around to them and ask the person interviewing you, what are some examples of career development tracks that previous interns from your company have gone on to experience? Now, those are just a few ideas to get you started in how you can frame your answer to the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Remember that the company isn't necessarily looking for you to be super specific. They understand that most people don't even know what the next 5 months will look like. But they do want to know that you're giving this opportunity with them some thought and that you're showing interest and intention. Obviously, you cannot predict the future, but this is a great opportunity for you to reiterate what drew you to this company in the first place. If you're looking for even more interview questions and answers, be sure to check out the video that I've linked at the end of this one. It will pop up on the screen here shortly. And be sure that you're subscribed to the Intern Hustles newsletter at theinternhustle.com for even more internship tips and inspiration. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you some new insights today, please give it a like and share it with a friend or two. Hit that red subscribe button and bell below so that you don't miss out on future videos. In support of your hustle, I'm Jenna from theinternhustle.com, and I'll see you next Monday.